Welcome. Thank you for joining the program wherever you are joining from. I appreciate you wherever you are connecting from, and I say good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Accept my greetings according to your time zone. If you have not subscribed to this channel, please kindly subscribe, like, and share to all platforms. Share to family and friends. Do not keep the message to yourself alone. Share so that we can reach to as many people as possible. Sorry, I came in a little bit late, but as Chukwu Okada will have it, we will still continue to preach the gospel. While we wait for other people to join us, let us listen to our music.
Want those of you who are hardcore, those who were chosen before you were born. There were some people who were chosen before they were born to agitate for Biafra restoration. This is a message for you. Those who from their mother's womb were born. You do this very well. You must be very, very strong.
When the Boroku, Nijimwero Mekumu Biafra, when the Siputa. Makamwero mwekanyinaga Biko kulien Ogeruo Biko kulien Iye jamalike Ogeruo Owele ndia boroku Makamwero wanyi Owele ndia buruchekwa Makamwero wewu Biafra Biko kulien Ogeruo, Biko Kulien, Iye Jamalike Ogeruo, the spirit of Biafra, Biko Kulien Ogeruo, Mwere Biafra Gidiemube, Biko Kulien Ogeruo, Ohamadike Nona Donjon, Umuge Kweki Eremeyae, Bodike, Mbosi Hike Rura Chobalike, Biko Kulien Ogeruo, Biko Kulien, Iye Jamalike Ogeruo. The Prime Minister of Biafra Republic Government in exile, Master Simon Ekpa, a bond to smooth to Sri Gabaniru Naibu, Never brother and down from my Ebudo, or Guinea. Master Simon Ekpa, a mesu Wokwere, Onyendu. Ihe Jamalike Ruo, Imapa Simon Ekpa Wujie. Ihe Jamalike Ruo, Simon Ekpa Watakata Wo. Ojuda Kwenyi, Mbiwere Onyendu Kinebe Tata. I will follow you, never look back. I will follow you, Mwa Prime Minister Onyendu. Aniga Wanuga I will follow you, Anina. I will follow you. I will follow you. The question is this: if Nigerian government failed to organize referendum for children of Biafra, are you ready to lead us to do anything in order to get freedom from Biafra? And I'm going to be number one. If you are looking for 100 men, you will find 50 in me. Ogwe Bucharangwe, Master Simon Ekpa, or Guinea. Master Simon Ekpa, Biko, GC, Kaka, Nogu, Atakata, Kaina, Ojuda, Uwe, Ukipolonyendu, Kine, Menata. I am 50 men, oh yes, and I said, I will follow you. I will follow you. Never look back. I will follow you. Prime Minister Anyiga Wanuga, I will follow you. Anina, I will follow you. I will follow you.
Commander Hiporo Gabiarole Iye Jamadi Kero Biafra Republic Government Awutie Iye Jamadi Kero Commander Gentule Brgie General Putuso Sona Atakata Commander Holy Ghost Okonyendu Borokunu Nasatata Iko Kulie Okay, Iko Kulie Iye Jamadi Kero Okay, Iko Kulie Okay, Iko Kulie Iye Jamadi Kero Okay.
Maka Biafra Wero putara nyi onye ndu Simon Ekpa Oba Tobiye.
Witness me, I want to remain in the spirit because we must worship heaven. We answer your name, O Lord of hosts. Everything about us is designed to offer glory unto thee. We have atoned for our sins last year. This very year we have not only atoned for our sins, we have sealed, we have shed blood, they have shed our blood.
We have let our sacrifice be made unto thee. Even on the 30th of August, as we are being felled by the bullets of the enemy, by the workers of iniquity and of darkness, we remain very strong today to beckon upon thee, to ask you for your mercy and for your grace, to ensure that your kingdom is restored upon the face of the earth, that you can bring your healing hand to bear upon the life of those of them that you created for one singular purpose, and that purpose alone, which is to worship you in truth and in every honesty. Is there any way that we have erred? Is there any way that our ancestors may have sinned? We confess before a congregation of the whole of humanity to ask you, oh Lord of hosts, to have mercy on us. You must have mercy upon us. We have suffered enough. We have been subjugated enough. We have been tortured enough. We have been imprisoned enough. We did not do these people anything. Our only crime is to answer your name. Our only crime is to be born your children. Our only crime is to excel at everything that we place our hands into. Our only crime is to exhibit your glory and your blessing, which manifestedly is upon our lives every blessed day. That is why they want to kill us. That is why the British want to join those of them who don't know you to destroy your creation and your inheritance. You will not allow shame to befall your name. You will not allow the enemies to triumph over the lives of your children, because you created us to exist, to worship, to honor, and to praise you. That is exactly what we are going to do when this Biafra comes. It will come in truth and in every honesty, because we remain every blessed day whiter than white and whiter than snow. Is there any way that we have sinned that you cannot forgive us our trespasses, to enable us to fulfill your own word, which was spoken thousands of years ago, that instead of what you promised not to come to pass, that heaven and earth will cease to exist. You opened your mouth to bless mankind to the coming of Yahweh Yeshua, who came here and said, let your kingdom come on earth as it is in heaven. Those words can never be in vain, because they are anchored upon your holiness and your magnificence. That is why in the end we know that Biafra will come, that these children that we have given birth to all over the world, and their children, and their children, and their children, as long as they give birth to them and they are Biafrans, they will worship you in truth and honesty. Through this very work we are doing, mankind will come to understand you. Let your miracle be wrought in our lives. Let us witness and behold your magnificence, your holiness, your mystery, and your grace under our command. O Lord of hosts, we call upon you. We call upon you to heal. We call upon you to provide succor to those of them who are inconsolable. We ask you to come and strengthen those who are weak. We ask you to restore hope where there is hopelessness. We ask you for inclusion where there is destitution. We ask you for one brotherhood, one camaraderie, one bone, one blood, and one flesh of your children. The Efiks and the Bibios, the Izon, the Shekiri, the Isobos, and also those of them from Isoto. We are traveling all the way to the lands of Igala. We are moving on from there to Idoma, to Igede, to the territories of the Igbo land. All these places we dedicate unto thee. All these lands of yours, we ask you to cover it with your mercy, because Biafra will come, and when it does, we will dance on the streets. I'm telling you, by the time that we are done, humanity will think that we are mad, we are drunk in your glory, and rightfully so, because your kingdom will come to rest upon this very earth. That very kingdom is the unadulterated, non-negotiable sovereignty of the Republic of Biafra, that your will may be fulfilled in our time. All this we pray, all these we ask for, in no other name apart from that name that belongs to you. I had in Sosine Bigebi. He said,
welcome, 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 welcome. Thank you for joining me on this very program, wherever you are joining from. I appreciate you and I welcome you to this very amazing program, wherever you are. I say good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Accept my greetings according to your time zone. Fellow Biafrans, I appreciate you for connecting this morning. And for those who are joining us for the very first time on this platform, I want to remind you, as always, and those who are going to see this very video for the very first time, that this very platform where you are watching this program is a platform that is under the Biafra Republic of Nigeria. This is a platform under the command of our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, and on the supreme command of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That is where I am. And that's where we continue to be. In this very platform, we do not instigate violence. We don't preach hate. We do not attack people or individuals. We don't engage in saga. In this very platform, what we do is to encourage the Biafran people, to encourage the freedom fighters all over the world, those who are genuinely fighting for their freedom. We are here to encourage them. We are here to bring the plight of the Biafran people before the whole world, the true situation in the contraption called Nigeria. We say it the way it is here without being politically correct. In this platform, we don't welcome political correctness. We say it the way it is. Fellow Biafrans, this morning section is always an interactive section, so I am going to post the link. From that link, if you want to join and make a contribution, you can use that link and join us on this platform. We welcome everybody, whether you are a Biafran or you're not a Biafran, whether you are a Nigerian or not, whether you are from Africa or not, whether you are in any part of the world, you are welcome on this platform. You're welcome to ask your question. You are welcome to say your prayers. You are welcome to air your opinion. For the Biafran people, this is your platform. And when I talk about Biafra, I am referring to the old southeastern region, which is the present south-south for the southeast and the lower Benue. That is where I'm referring to. So when I mention Biafra, I'm not talking about a particular area, because sometimes when we talk about Biafra, people think of some sections. In Biafra, we have many nations that make up Biafra. Many nations make up Biafra. We have the Ibanke nations, we have the Igede nations, we have the Ibibio nation, we have the Ijo nation, we have the Igbo nation. We have so many other nations that these nations come together to make up Biafra. So if you are from any of this area in the old southeastern region, the present south-south and the southeast, lower Benue and lower Kogi, and your mother is tying 2 pieces of rubber, you are a Biafran, and we're here for you. When you join us on this platform, you have the right to speak in your own dialect, to communicate to your own people and let them understand what we are talking about, because we must carry everybody along. That is the charge that the Supreme Leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, has given us. We must carry everybody along. And that is what we are doing. So when you come up here to speak, you can communicate in your own dialect so that your region will understand you. It is allowed, as long as it's a Biafran dialect. When you are joining us, make sure you dress corporate. You can't appear here naked. And when you are talking, please try as much as possible to be civil. Try to be civil so that the Biafrans can understand you. The world will understand you. Try as much as you can to be civil. Your being civil is going to go a long way to push your message across. We don't come here to embarrass people, to curse out people, or to attack. No. And I'm not telling you not to hold on to your opinion. Hold on to your opinion if you so desire. Express your anger. Express your disapproval. Say your word the way you want it, but at the same time, in a civil manner. It is very important because we are representing a government. And we cannot build that which we have condemned. No, we will not. We are building a civil society. A Biafra where everyone will be respected. A Biafra where people will behave like humans. That is the Biafra that the Prime Minister of Biafra, the Republic of Desert today, is pursuing on the order of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu said it in black and white that we are not going to pursue a Biafra of morons, of people who are disobedient to law. We are not going to build a Biafra of insensitive. We are not going to build a Biafra of fraudsters. We will build a Biafra of sensible, a place where everyone will be treated equal. There will be no sacred cow. That is the word of our Supreme Master Nnamdi Kanu. And today, the Prime Minister of Biafra, Republic of Nigeria, is building that Biafra. So wherever you are, we must continue to abide by the rules. And I want you to hear from our Supreme Master Nnamdi Kanu first before I go deep into this message. The kind of Biafra we are talking about.
We are here to get Biafra, yes. But I don't want Biafra of idiots. Azikiwe fought for independence. Jomo Kenyatta fought for independence. Kwame Nkrumah fought for independence. Arap Moi fought for independence. Nyerere fought for independence. Even right now, remember, I don't want to talk about Eduardo dos Santos of Angola. That's different. I want to talk about Nelson Mandela. He fought for independence. Are you telling me that South Africa you have today was what Mandela fought for? Are you telling me that Mandela died, that black people will be hunting down other black people to kill? The answer is no. Why is that happening? Because the principal critical work that should have been done with the freedom fighting was not done. And what is that? Education. It's a secret. I've given it away now. You know, before we arrived at fighting for our freedom this way, I looked at the history of Africa. I looked at the history of every black freedom fighter, genuine Oklahoma. I looked at the history of their countries and respective territories and what happened when they got what they were looking for. Invariably, you'll be shocked. None of them made any progress. I repeat, none of them made any collective, conscientious progress that you can look at and say, hey, I'm happy with this. None. Why? Because black people try to, or they are imitating, they want to imitate Europeans and white people. They think that by going to white people's school, by doing everything white people does, somehow they can effect lasting change in their lives, and the answer is no, you can't do it. Do you know why they cannot do it? There is a way that Caucasians think. It's working for them, and I love it. Good luck to them. But you, as an African, you as a Biafran, if you want that piece of land to be developed, you need to think in a particular way. Not necessarily with the way the Caucasian does it. That is what we are doing. So that the legacy of Biafra will last. That Biafrans will not condone anybody. You will judge any fool who is in office and stealing money. They say don't judge anybody. So somebody can be a governor and steal people's salary and run away. Well, don't judge him. As he's stealing your money, you come and say, oh God, but what are you doing? You say, oh, don't judge me that you will not be judged. It's in the book. It's just like a pastor telling you about tithe. Or touch not my anointing. You are a criminal fake pastor. They are coming to arrest you. Say, oh, touch not my anointing. We want Biafra to be different. That is why we educate you. We impart knowledge the way we do. So you'll be able to hold your public officers to account. Nobody can come and bring any wishy-washy, superstitious mumbo-jumbo. Tell you, oh, don't touch this. Nonsense. Everything is questionable. Everything I say. Question everything. That is how you keep your public servants on their toes all the time. To do what you want. After all, the country belongs to you. It doesn't belong to them. Power belongs to the people, and in this Biafra we are building genuinely, power will belong to the people. How do you make them hold on to that power and discharge your responsibilities? By educating them, and that's what we're doing now. So sometimes it appears as if we are digressing. Oh, we are going towards religion. It is for a purpose. We know what we are doing. It is for a purpose. Or else you end up dumb. You won't know what they're doing. We don't want that rubbish. That's why we do things the way we do. After all, the basis of your ignorance as a black person is religion. Religion is why black Africans are dumb. By the time you come away from this bondage, my goodness, that is why we are the way we are. We are fast forwarding everything to make it quick so that when we get Biafra, you won't mess it up. All of you with your general overseer, if you're in the Biafra army, telling me I should leave Yoruba pastors alone. If you know Yorubas don't want Biafra, is that correct? Yes, this man said, Kumiyi said he is praying for the zoo not to break up. Yes? And we're fighting for the zoo to break up. Now, if this pastor of yours, because as you're going now, you give your mom your phone number or your dad. Your dad goes to Yoruba church. They ask you that, oh, where is your son? My son is fighting with the army of Biafra. The pastor can say, give me his number. I want to call him. Yoruba will call your son at the battlefront. If your son did not receive this education now, or is of a weak disposition, he'll say, okay, yes, so my general overseer, Pastor Kumiyi, man of God, said I should not fight anymore, that Nigeria is better for me. Since my man of God has spoken, I have to do what the man of God said. Rubbish. Now you understand why we are doing what we are doing? We want to undermine everywhere the devil will come from. Plugging all the holes that the devil will come from.
I hope you have the supreme leader of IPOB, Mazen Namdekan. That message is clear. Very, very clear. That is the kind of Biafra we are looking for. And the good news today is that the Prime Minister of Biafra, Republic of Nigeria, is building on that foundation. That is why the Prime Minister doesn't do anything in secret. That is why the Prime Minister of Biafra, Republic of Nigeria, is accessible by everybody. That is why the Prime Minister of Biafra, Republic of Nigeria, is not putting himself on a very high stage. He tells you what he will do, and he will go ahead and do it. Every procedure in the restoration of Biafra today is spoken about in the open. Following the full step of Mazen Nandekano and the foundation led by the supreme leader of IPOB, Mazen Nandekano. Every one of us should borrow it. The Prime Minister of Biafra, the Republic of Nigeria, did not just call himself a disciple of Mazen Nandekano. He is obedience. He is keeping the legacy of Mazen Nandekano. He did not just call him a spiritual son. He is also spiritually inclined like he is. Some of us who never understood the message of Mazen Nandekano initially, people who didn't understand it thought he was attacking them as an individual. Some Christians thought that Mazen Nandekano was attacking them as a Christian. But Mazen Nandekano has no attack against anybody, not even a Christian. He prays our Lord's Prayer. I have prayers that he made where he used our Lord's Prayer, which Yeshua taught the Christians. He prays that same prayer. If there is anybody who is more Christian, it is our Supreme Mazen Nandekano, living a Christ-like life. You are not just a Christian by giving yourself that title of Christian. Christianity simply means Christ-like life, people who are behaving like Christ. In Antioch, they were called Christian because they saw their attitude and their character. They were behaving like Christ. That was why they were addressed in that form. So Christianity itself is not a title, it is a way of life. And if your way of life does not resemble that of Yeshua, you are not a Christian. You are only taking that title. You're only taking that name. You take that title and come it on yourself. And those people who are not truly Christian, they are the ones who are first to attack you and tell you that you are fighting against them when you are talking about their evil deeds. But are we going to stop? We will not stop. In the same vein today, when you see the Prime Minister of Biafra, the Republic of Israel, speak on certain topics, you think he's attacking your religion. He is not. In fact, the Prime Minister of Biafra, the Republic of Israel, is a Christian, a born-again Christian, if you don't know. And he is very, very consistent in what he's doing. You can't deceive us because of your title or because of what you call yourself. For us, that title doesn't matter. No matter under which umbrella you appear as your religion, it doesn't matter. What we consider is your attitude. It is your attitude that shows us where you belong. Your way of life shows us where you belong, not what you tell us or the title you carry. Your title doesn't make sense to us. That is why sometimes when you see Biafra, the Republic of Israel media going against certain pastors, you will think that they are against your religion. It's not against religion, it's against the attitude. Once you walk away from the real attitude of Yeshua and you are playing a different attitude, from that moment, you cease to be whom you claim to be, and we will talk to you as an ordinary person. It does not matter how close you are to us or how you have tried in the past to make yourself recognized. As I said, each time I say it before I start my program, that I am not here to attack any religion, not against any race, but I'm here to go against those who go against us. Anybody that is standing against the freedom of Biafrans, will we go against that person without mercy. It does not matter your religion. It does not matter your tribe. It doesn't matter your location. We will hunt you down. That is how it is. Biafra is our own religion. It is very close to our heart. Chukwu Okike Abiyama himself approved it. So wherever you take your prophecy and your preaching and it goes against the word of Chukwu Okike Abiyama, we will come against you. Don't be surprised. Fellow Biafrans, every one of us should prepare for what is coming. The battle is going to intensify. The only way we are going to win the battle is by us following the right step and doing the right thing. Obedience is better than sacrifice. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu laid a strong foundation on obedience. Obedience. He laid a strong, that was why he introduced the command and control. But that command and control was being abused by the IPOB in Nigeria. They use it to cage people, they use it to push their evil agenda, and they use it. You know, that is the nature of human being. Human being will always manipulate things to their own advantage, and later they will blame the creator instead of themselves. In most manipulations you see, you find out that the creator of those things have the good intention, but human being will twist it and manipulate it their own way. Today you see some people, when you talk about Christianity, they blame Christianity. Christianity, Christ-like life, is not the life, living the life of Yeshua is not the problem. But it's the human being who have gone under that umbrella to manipulate others. They are the problem. You see some people, they come and they attack Bible. They say Bible this, but the problem is not the Bible. In that same Bible, don't you see so many marvelous and wonderful messages that can make you live a decent and good life? The same Bible. In that same book, they will leave those ones that will give them good things, those ones that will strengthen their life and make them have a good life, and they will pursue the ones they are going to use to manipulate you. Are you going to blame the writer? Or you're going to blame the Bible? You blame human beings, manipulators. They are everywhere. That was what the IPOB in Nigeria did. They manipulated the words of Mazen Nandekano. Some of them, even in their broadcast, they will play the messages of Mazen Nandekano and manipulate it, translate it to suit their evil agenda. The message, clear message that Mazen Nandekano preach, they will choose the path they like and use it to manipulate the people. You see them, the IPOB in Nigeria, most of them, they share picture of Mazen Nandekano, play his messages, but they choose the one that will suit their evil agenda. How can you be supporting Mazen Nandekano play his messages, and yet his disciple, who he told you by his own self, he told you with his own mouth by his own self, you are playing his records, they are there, you jump that one, where he told you that this man is bringing the new dimension, follow him, share his videos. They throw that one to the dustbin and they chose the ones they are going to use to manipulate you. Command and control. Command and control. The intention of Mazen Nandekano was to instill obedience in the life of Biafra, just like he spoke on the kind of Biafra we want to be. A Biafra where everybody will fall in line and do things accordingly. But I thank Chukwu that in all the attacks and challenges coming right, left, and center, the Prime Minister of Biafra, Republic of Master Simon Ekpa, the dragon, the Obatobi, he was able to overcome them all. And he continued to hold on to the legacy of Mazen Nandekano. For a very long time, he preached and taught. They pushed their propagandas against him. He stood his ground. They attacked his career, attacked his family, attacked his businesses, attacked his personality. He never shivered. He stood his ground up to this moment as you're watching me. Every one of us should continue to pray for Master Simon Ekpa wherever he is, for divine protection, for divine blessings, for long life and prosperity. After the kidnap of our Supreme Mazen Nandekano, all hope was lost. So many fell sick. People did not have the answer where to go. So many questions were asked on different platforms. Nobody was there to answer. Nobody was providing an answer until the new dimension came and began to answer questions, respond to Biafran's needs. And today, look at where we are. In 2024, we are waiting the redeclaration of the independent state of Biafra, the redeclaration of the restoration of the independent state of Biafra, which is going to happen in 2024. As we speak, the registration for the convention is ongoing. If you have not registered, please go and register right now. In that registration, it will contain only 1,000 registration will be accepted. After 1,000, the rest, sorry, you'll try next time. So if you really want to attend the Lahti convention in Finland, where the declaration of the restoration of the independent state of Biafra will happen, if you want to be part of it, go and register right now. The security site is already out. The administrative security site of Biafra is already out. Go to that site. Go to that site. The links are out everywhere. Just go to that site. Through that link, you can be able to make your application and be part of the history making. As we speak, a lot of things are going on. And our enemies are not resting. They are fighting right, left, and center against the Biafra people. The Liberation Army are engaging them as we speak. Everywhere, including the attack that is coming from Cameroon in Bakassi Peninsula. The Black Marines are doing a great job. Just recently, they intercepted their jets that came to attack Biafrans. And the resistant fighters are doing marvelous work. The Biafran Liberation Army are decimating the terrorist military. More tanks went down yesterday and the day before yesterday. Tanks were destroyed. And many of the terrorists sent to God to judge them. Wherever you are, you must continue to pay attention and be obedient. The good news is that we have somebody who is piloting this affair today. Somebody who is very obedient. Somebody who is following the legacy of Mazen Nandekano on the foundation laid on a solid rock through the direction of Chukwu Kukamiya. I am going to show you one of the things that will convince you that Mazi Simon Ekpa is keeping the legacy of Mazen Nandekano. 100%. The Biafran coin that was just talked about, released. Ejema. Ejema is spoken about by Mazen Nandekano. We introduced it. He said that we will reintroduce that Ejema. He talked about it. And today, the Biafran coin is called Ejema. I want you to hear this.
Down. That was how George Soros in one afternoon made £5 billion in front of our eyes. I saw it. Nobody told me. George Soros was not a very wealthy man before. This multi-billionaire now that is going all over the place playing God. George Soros was an ordinary currency trader in London. During the Black Wednesday, I think that was in 1990, I can't remember anymore, 1996 or 1997 in the UK, when Norman Lamont was the then Chancellor of the Exchequer. It was called the European Exchange Rate Mechanism. You know what they did? Britain said they will not be part of the ERM in Europe. In other words, the pound was allowed to float outside the ERM. And speculators led by George Soros, they got together to have a run on the pound. You know what they do? Currency speculators is ordinary gambling. Gambling. George Soros put a lot of billions. He bet that this pound will be pushed out of the ERM. They told all their friends all over the world. They had a run on the pound. Everybody started to sell their pounds. That even if not for the intervention of Queen Elizabeth, who held a dinner with the Sultan of Brunei, the Sultan of Brunei wanted to pull out his investments in pound and put it in dollars. The Queen invited him for dinner, had dinner with him and convinced him to leave his investments in pounds. That was what saved the pound. The pound was run out of the ERM. And because George Soros bet money on it, he was paid £5 billion as a result. That was when he became a billionaire. Now, listen to me very carefully. What we are going to do is this. We are going to have our own currency, but it's not going to be based on paper. We will try to minimize paper. The world has moved on. There are cashless transactions. Everybody will have their own card with which to make payments. All over the world, people are moving to cashless. Nobody carries cash anymore, but our own currency will be called a Gemma, which is the currency of the Asians. Our own currency will be called a Gemma, which is the currency of the Asians. A Gemma, it will be called. No pound, no dollar, no nothing. We are who we are.
I hope you saw that. That is the currency that the Prime Minister of Biafra, Republic of Zamar, just announced, Ejema. It was spoken about by the Supreme Leader, Mazen Nandekano, that will be our currency. Today, Ejema is the currency of Biafra. And you had Mazen Nandekano talking about cashless society. That is where we are going. So when you see the steps that Mazi Samaraba is taking, he's not just doing it on his own. He is doing everything he's doing based on the foundation laid by Mazi Nandekano. as a faithful servant, a faithful follower, a spiritual son. And with all these proofs and evidence and so many more, people are still busy talking trash. Some are still asking questions out of envy, jealousy. Some cannot comprehend the fact that today Master Simon is in charge. But it does not matter how you feel. It doesn't matter what you think. It does not also matter what you say. He is going to lead us to victory. That is the good news. The good news is that Master Simon have already led us to victory. In 2024, it is happening. Your envy and your jealousy cannot stop it. It can't change anything. You can cry from today to tomorrow. It can't change anything. And for those of us who are faithful, those of us who are faithful and willing to keep that legacy, to make sure that Biafra is restored, all you need to do today is to continue to give to your support. Give your immense support to the Prime Minister of Biafra Republic. Give your support, immense support, any way you can. Give your support to the Liberation Army. Do not wait. No matter what happens, do not wait. Don't allow anybody to distract you. Don't allow anybody to delay you. Give your support, more especially financial support. Make your contribution for our nation, Biafra. The better you do, the earlier you do that, the better for you. If you don't, you are going to pay a very heavy price. The link for us to make donation is there. Donate and support.
Freedom is not free.
Yeah, fellow Biafrans, you have seen that advert for your donation. Please try as much as possible to make a contribution. The time is now. We don't have time to waste. That is the best you can do as it stands today to support our Prime Minister and also to support your own liberation. We have people who have already volunteered their life to defend us. All they need is the tools, and we will be the ones to provide the tools. There is no organization or any government sponsoring the Biafra restoration. It is you, it is me that will do it, and we must continue to do that. You're welcome, my beloved brother, my beloved sister. Thank you so much for joining, my sister. You're welcome.
Thank you, Brother Stews. Thank you. Good morning. Good morning, Biafra. Good morning, Biafrans. Good morning, our leader, the supreme leader, our Okupalo. Good morning, Itiade Kondo, the dragon. Good morning, everyone. Yes, my people, we are the time of ending the Sioux government. We are ending the Sioux government and we are declaring our nation. There is no one can stop it at all. No one. You can see with your own eye what God did for us. The blessing where God give us. Give us Itiade Kondo, the dragon, to make sure we are out of the suffering of Britain and Sioux government. The slavery of Britain and Sioux government. That is what this man is doing. The people who don't like life, like good things in earth, like the form of you will have peace and wisdom in earth. Example, Nigerian Sioux government and Britain. And the US, Nigerian Sioux government. They don't like peace, they don't like wisdom. They only need what they will eat today. They only need what they will know to keep you, continue you as a slave. Please, my people, we are in the end of Sioux government to declare our nation. End of the Sioux Britain mentality. So wherever you are as a Biafran, you are a Biafran. As a Southeast, no matter where you are, your village is, you are a Biafran. So please, my people, make sure you phone Biafra. Phone Biafra. Love Biafrans. It's your nation. Don't let the Sioux government Nigeria put any excuse in your brain because they are there. They are there everywhere. And especially the ending of the time to end their humiliation, to end their suffering of Biafrans. So don't think they will just give up just like that. And especially now they know the man where they said is not capable to do anything is doing more than you can expect.
Exactly.
By giving you, Sioux government are destroying your home, destroying your bank, your money. And here, with a sample again, as our leader said, he did according to what his father said. So you, where you follow him, you follow our leader, follow man Simon Ekpa, the dragon, Itiade Kondo. You have to follow his step. You have to believe in him because he's already done it. Without God Almighty, when you believe in God, you will believe a human being will give you physically something. When you see it, not by lying, not by talking, like Sioux government. Photo. This one na talk and do. As in they talk, that is the same thing where will be a comment for your face. If we promise you something and you must see it, just like our leader. So when you listen, you see all these people, Biafrans, all of them coming out now, dancing. I want to do this. I want to do that. It's because of Simon Ekpa, because if when Fulani, they kill, they use cow, running everywhere. Believe me, they will not come out and say all these things. All these things are Takia. Camouflage, because it's only Biafra can give you everything you want, wherever you are.
Yes.
All those things, now Nigerian promise, because they know, you know, Nigeria can never allow them to do anything. Because they see everywhere is quiet. We are going. and they are bringing their mentality, bringing their slave mentality to you to listen that one to go back. No, don't do it. Don't do it. They can never give you anything. What they promise is all lies. It's not true. I'm telling you the truth. If it's true, they will make sure Biafran nation. I'm telling you, wherever you are. If what they are doing, if what they promise you is true, they will make sure Biafra nation is declared. We are putting things in order because Biafra is declared. If they said they are all their truth, because Biafrans is not Igbo thing. Biafran is a Biafran, the whole southeast. So wherever you are, it's going to focus name. Who no confused. Especially for those ones where they be say dying Nigeria, doing Nigeria. Nigeria is killing you. That is why you're dying with it. They will come out and give you people fake promise, fake propaganda, just to keep Nigeria one, and you will accept it. As they have so money, why are they not talking about our leader? That is the problem. You will see if they are the true, real want to develop you. Is their brother there? Is Igbo man? Now he stay there for that dungeon where they kidnap. Is a Biafra man. You where you're coming out with that Simon Ekpa keeping Southeast Biafra land peace. You will not come out. You will not say a word because that is the way they send you so that all their eye will focus there. Oh, if Nigeria good, Igbo land will be okay. Who told you that? Who told you that? It's Takia of Biafra land. That is them. It's Takia. What you see, what not? They cannot go up by promise, by stealing, using brainwash, new mentalities, brain slave, brainwash. They keep them that way. And now they know we are going. Nobody is crying about Simon Ekpa doing this, Simon Ekpa doing that. They know there is peace in the land. And Fulani, Britain knows, and they know we like good things. How to take brain you watch, keep your brain down. Is them to come out with all this camouflage. To tell you, oh, Igbo, I want to do this. Why can't you do it since long years ago? Why can't you call Simon Ekpa? Because he's the one who made Biafra land. They peace. Why can't you make sure his name? Say, let us join hands together. Biafra is very soon. We don't vote. We have vote. Now we are still voting. Yes, 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 yes. To declare our nation. You where you want to be, it make Igbo land. If you think it's only Igbo, you are doing this because that is Fulani word. Anybody want to do things for Biafra land? Let me tell you guys. He will say, we want to change Biafra land. If you're true man, if you're true wisdom man, then you don't like blood, you don't like betrayal. You will say you want to declare your land, not Igbo things, because we are different tribe. Our leader said, we are tribal people. We live as one. So they say we don't, our language only 2 or 3 letters. We will separate us. We will make sure say maybe not one, maybe 1 letter. You won't tell me you are not one. Stop selection. Stop your own mind thinking because Biafra is one. Ukenyen is okay. You don't need to you need to transfer. Marry different places. You understand? So my people, if you real born begin Biafra land, you will not do a selection. You will call your land name, and you will not reject your language, and you will not reject who you are. No matter germination, no matter how they want to put you down, don't do it. Don't let sue government IPOP or sue government call and say Igbo, we want to betray you. Don't let it. Don't listen to them. Don't listen to them. What you have to listen is how you to fund Biafra, is how you to declare your nation. When once Biafra declare, We protect our land. You are your own nation. When once Biafra restore, reclamation and restoration and answer your own nation, you stamp it, pam. Then you will know you are all one. That is what I want you guys to think. Not all this propaganda. Not any of them. The arm of government, they are crying. Mean soldiers, police, all the security so-called Nigerian name, all of them, they are all failure. All of them. Not any of them is capable to take care of your life. Instead of that, they are capable to steal your life from you. So if you think nobody called Biafra name, nobody said what he come here to do, and you want to stand with destroy. Believe me, you go nowhere. He's not selling. He sell not. Nobody will listen to you. Nobody. We are listening to Maasi Simon Ekpa and Maasi Nnamdi Kanu. You, where you think you are dying Nigeria, and Nigeria will still continue to destroy you. So my people, vote Biafra. Sit at home is coming very soon, as our leader said. Our money, you will not suffer anymore. Go there. Pack all your money where it is, put in the bank of Biafra. Make sure you trade with Biafra so that Sioux government will not get no finger to fly. No, because we want to destroy the economy. We want to destroy the Sioux government. That is our mission, to declare Biafra. We want to destroy them. We want to destroy Britain. We are the owner of the land. We have everything in the ground where they are stealing from us. Sombok itente fokwe baba. Who deny you don't for? Who bontom miki mo nyere radi mondi tangi ko idong imo? Who bontom ki mo nyere radi mondi di wo yi di ko di boke Biafra do mpo imo? Who bontom miki wo no mo kere ya stuff in for di boke Biafra do kimo ye fund Biafra mo ye da ye Biafra mo ye make sure see that you with our soldier ya make sure say ke protect the long yinedo yini said Fulani and Britain all of our life say yini ye medodo so mbok ni toeka worthy fund Biafra. Love your soldiers. When once you fund them, we have a right to protect them. They protect ourselves. They protect us. They are the people who protect us. They are the people who stop all those people coming in our land to destroy. That is what they are. So wherever you are, I tend to forget Baba Bongokam no more. Bongokam no walida. Bongokam no itare kondo. Imai kondo itare kondo bongokam no more. Yaba said I more continue. Ndi no more wem. I continue ndi protect mon to miki yang pon no mo kere te pe no more no ni to no ni to mo. Especially itare kondo. Ya walida. Yaba said pe menye. Anama yobio A4 ano Sioux government. Anama buba abuma asiaran to me. I destroy young me wo mi yaka Biafra di. Abasesio yobio ano chalan to me. Ano mo ya mo do into confusion yak Biafra di. Say ni ye merodo ni ye mempongwen. Special like me. Say mi ye merodo. Nje Biafra nje mempongwen. Afonko ye Biafra ye mempongwen because Biafra ma de ya ni wem. Aya ni foibo. Aya ni song. Aya ni itiente foba. Aya ni eti ufo. Mosquito bu wo fie neba. Ubu nwang di simemo. Ada na afo ni egubu ton destroy fie nu wemfo. Eya nam everything ado nsasana. Uweme wodo nsasana. Sinyi ni yemero do mbong ni toeka. Ewo ngo di kitente mu fekwe baba. Mbo e fon Biafra ba say ya di on frefenyen. Thank you very much to give me this opportunity, big brother. Thank you very, very much.
Thank you so
Fund
much.
Biafran, love Biafrans. Make sure our convention is not convention, declaration is coming. Our registration of Biafra is coming. For you to declare your nation. Please, my people, make sure you be there. Make sure your hand is in the hand of heaven, in the book of heaven. Thank you very much. See you then. Thank you.
Thank you so much, my beloved sister. Your presence is so amazing.
Thank you.
Each time we see you, we are very happy. Thank you so much, my beloved sister. May Chukwu Okike Abiam continue to guide you, protect you, secure you, and prosper you. I appreciate you, my beloved sister. Your message is sound and straight. And when you were speaking, that issue of Takia came in, and I love the comment I saw. That shows that we Biafrans, we are formidable. We are awake. Biafrans cannot be distracted. Every Biafran should be focused. Don't allow yourself to be distracted. There is nothing, there is no development you can compare to freedom. I want you to get that at the back of your head. There is no development on the planet Earth that you can compare to your freedom. The very first development you can talk about is freedom. You can't have any development without freedom. The most precious and the most important development you can have is freedom. When you are free, every other thing will follow. Just like the Bible said, seek ye first the kingdom of God and all other things, and his righteousness, and every other thing will be added unto you. Seek ye first your freedom. If you're a Biafran, seek ye first your freedom, and every other thing will be added unto you. If you don't, and you fall into this trap they are setting, if you don't and you fall into this trap they are setting, you are going to regret it. You are going to regret it, and this opportunity doesn't come all the time. Seek ye first your freedom, and every other things will be added unto you. Don't allow any propaganda or blackmail to catch you. Do not pay attention to any form of propaganda or blackmail. Pretend as if you're not seeing them. Pretend as if you're not doing. There is nothing they can do today that is extraordinary. Everything you see today as a good work is something that is long overdue. Long overdue. And we are following the template of Chukwu Okike Abiam. In 2024, Chukwu Okike Abiam have made it that is when you are going to have your freedom. If you decide to sell your freedom because of one or two things you are seeing around you, you are gone and gone forever. And I thank Chukwu Okike Abiam that our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, is somebody who is focused. Your distraction is just like empowering him the more. As an no excursion. The more you try to push your propaganda and blackmail to distract him, you are giving him more power and strength to do more. Fellow Biafrans, do not get distracted and don't allow anybody to distract you. The colonial masters, the oppressors, those who are benefiting from the zoo, will do everything humanly possible to confuse you. They have tried their so-called kinetic or whatever they call it. They have tried their force, used their terrorists in uniform and off uniform. They have fought to make sure that they oppress and bring Biafra to an end. Yet they could not succeed. Today, they are going through another direction, like here. And they want to show you a picture. And you will begin to think that, oh, if you stay behind, things are going to be good. Oh, if you stay behind, this is... The time for this has gone. Have it at the back of your mind that we are in the time of restoration of the independent state of Biafra. Seek ye first your freedom, and every other thing you are seeing today as a miracle will be added unto you free of charge, without stress. Seek ye first your freedom as a Biafran, and every single thing you are asking for today, everything you are seeing today as a miracle will be handed to you in a platter of gold. If you are wise, you will use your brain. Don't allow anybody to use you. We are here speaking on behalf of the southeastern region, old southeastern region. We all know that in the Zoological Republic, from the onset, there were three regions. There were three regions that were merged together. Three regions were forcefully merged together. From the onset, from the beginning, three regions were forcefully merged together. The Biafran people in the southeast region, the Ududua people in the southwest region, and the north. These three were forcefully merged together. And the people that merged them together had a reason to merge them together. The reason why they merged them together, which they said by their own self, is because the north is poor. The north is poor. They cannot survive on their own. The British said this. I didn't say it. Don't think that I'm saying it to dehumanize them or maybe to talk down on them. No. I am just narrating what the British said before the amalgamation. The purpose of amalgamating the south with the north was because the north is poor. They cannot survive on their own. And when you are hearing of poverty, it is not only in mineral resources, in their brain. And when I am saying this, I'm not telling you there are no intelligent people in the north. There are. But when you check the percentage of those who are intelligent, it is nothing to match home about. It is nothing to write home about. In a place where you see only 10% educated and wise, are you going to look at those people who are educated? Of course not. The poverty of the north is on a very high scale, and the British, because of this, they merged them with the south so that the south can carry the north. But eventually, those who are the fowl that lay the golden egg today have been made slave. It has become a situation where the sons of the king will be riding on the bicycle, will be going on the foot, and the slave will be riding on a horse, on a golden horse for that matter. And we have reached to a breaking point where we say, enough is enough. At this point, we are going back to where we started, to whom we are. We are going back to who we are. And when we say going back to who we are, this is what we mean. When we say going back to Israel, it's not going back to criminality or going back to ritualism or going back to evil. Going back to the foundation of who we are. As the old southeastern region, which is today the present south-south, the southeast, the lower Kogi and the lower Benue. If you fall in this region and it's your mother ties two pieces of wrapper, the message is for you. We are one people and we are going to go home as one people. We are seeking for our independence, for us to develop our region and grow in our own speed. Our quest for independence is not out of hatred. It is not out of strife or envy or jealousy. It is not out of wickedness. It is to save life, because we have been made an endangered species in our own land where we are supposed to own. We have written petitions. We have done protests. We have sent letters across the world to all the international communities, yet no response is coming from anybody. Until we reach to this point where the new dimension has been opened under the command of our Prime Minister, Master Simon Ekpa, and on the supreme command of Master Nandika. And today, the only focus that the Biafran people have is how to be free from the Zoological Republic. Once we are free, every single development you can think about will fall in place by itself. Just like the Bible says, seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and every other thing will be added unto you. I say, seek ye first the freedom of Biafra. Seek ye first the freedom of the independent state of Biafra, and every other things will be added unto you as a Biafra. That is why the Prime Minister of Biafra had made a declaration and said, in this 2024, the declaration of the restoration of the independent state of Biafra will happen. Come sun, come rain. No man is going to stop it. The registration for the convention in Finland at Latvia has started already. It is going to accommodate 1,000 people for that declaration. If you want to be part of that history, go now and register on the website. The Biafra security website is open for you to go and make your registration. Time has passed for gossip, for propaganda, for blackmail. There is no amount of takia, no amount of propaganda or blackmail that will distract us. And I want to make you understand that it is not compulsory that all of us will be in the war front. We are not expecting everybody to be there. No. If you do not want to fight for Biafra, no problem. Mind your business. Focus on the area you feel you can do something. Just go there and focus. Where you are going to have a problem is if you know you are not qualified and you don't have what it takes to get Biafra, and you don't want to leave those who have what it takes to get Biafra alone. You are distracting them. You are calling them names and you're being a stumbling block. You will be put down. No matter how strong, even if you are Euroko 3, you'll be brought down. Anyone that is standing as a hindrance for us in getting our freedom, you will be brought down. It doesn't matter where you put your life. If you don't want to fight for freedom, no problem. Stay on your lane. Just like some people I have already seen. I saw some video where some people are on their own lane. And I applaud them. They are doing a great job. I saw a video online where some people were educating the Igbo people. Those people who do not know whom they are anymore. They are educating them to realize who they are. Some Igbo people who have been forced out of their own land through the divide and rule system. These people were carved out, and they come out, they'll tell you, oh, the only Igbo people are the only 5 states, not knowing that they have Igbo tribes in 12 states in that zoo, 12 states. I am talking about indigenous, 12 states indigenous. It's not like the indigenous I showed yesterday. Yesterday, I played a video where you see somebody from Kano. A man from Kano was claiming indigenous in Yoruba land. And when he was asked where is he from, he said he's from Kano. Indigenous to where? He said he's indigenous to Sango. It is not that. I am talking about people who are indigenous, who they own the land. They didn't buy the land. They are not strangers. In 12 states. And I saw that video. Somebody was trying to bring them together united. It's a good move. He has chosen his own career. Pursue it and do it well. Those of us who have that gift, who have been called to restore the entirety of Biafra, allow us to do our own job. Wherever you belong, focus. There are too many jobs to do. There are so many things to do. There are a lot of things to do. Engage in one and stop being nosy. Stop being a stumbling block or stop hindering others. And I want to play that video that I saw. It's an encouraging video. As long as you focus on whatever you think you do, go ahead. I want to share that video for you to see and know what I'm talking about.
Igbo ndabi ekene munu. Igbo Delta State ekene munu. Igbo Rivers ekene munu. Igbo niile Igbo gburugburu ekene munu.
So ihe anyị ji bịa ebe a ka anyị gwa ndị Igbo bụ ofu ka Igbo bịa kọta ọnụ. Ihe anyị na-ebe n'ọnụ maka na ihe atọghị ahụ wa akpa alete mma. Ya dị na ncha akụkpa ma.
But ebe a bịagoro asị m ka ọ dịkwara anyị ma dịrị ha nwe mma.
Anụ ka nkwa ndị ka anyị lezi anya, ka anyị lezi anya, ka anyị lezi anya.
Abịaleza asatụ mbụ onye Amalekwu na America.
With different dialects, one language and one culture, the Igbo, one of the major tribes in Nigeria, are in the southeast, south-south and north-central regions of the country. The regional and state divides have made it difficult for the Igbo to work together to achieve common goal. Worried by this scenario, an Igbo socio-cultural organization with the name Unify Igbo Now convened the conference in Asaba, Delta State capital.
Once I traveled from Onitsha to Asaba on the Niger Bridge, I could feel how our ancestors crossed each side to build another settlement. And I said to myself, if the river wasn't a barrier to our ancestors, why us? Why would we be demarcated by artificial nomenclature like Southeast, South-South, and North-Central? I bet people who weren't deterred by natural barriers wouldn't be caged and divided by artificial ones. To unify with our brothers and sisters across Niger and fashion one Igbo family has been the battles of our ancestors. And as the river flows, so shall the unity flow with it. But one way to achieve this is by listening and answering the calls of our ancestors.
The group says it is disturbing that Igbo-speaking communities have forgotten that before the regional demarcations done by the colonial masters, the Igbo people have existed as one tribe with one culture.
Deny ndo Igbo kpọrọ deny na ma bụrụ ịdị n'etiti Igbo niile. O je bụ na ịbịa na Nigeria taa achị ikewu ihe ya bịara Igbo ebe ọ dị mma. Eno ka a na-asị na Anambra, Imo, Abia, Ebonyi na Enugu so ha nwawu ndị Igbo enwe na Nigeria. Ije na news house eno ka a na-asụ mainstream Igbo. Asụsụ a niile ọ dị deceptive. Eji wee wete system a na-akpọ divide and rule. Ka iwepụ ya n'ime anyị ka iwe ike na-afụ onwe anyị asị nwanne. A na-asị mainstream Igbo. Igbo bụ Igbo, nwere Igbo karịa Igbo. Igbo niile bụ gịnị? Igbo.
Amazina nke ọ ga-esi bụ na ndị nke anyị ga-asịzi na anyị bụzi na ndị Igbo. Anyị na Igbo bụ ofu. Ọ dị dịka ile na eze ya ma nwee ike wepụ nwa na-abịa n'ime ọnụ. N'ọka anyị na ndị Igbo si dị. Enwe m ụmụnne na Mbaise. Ikwe ga-eji na-aza ụbụlụ wee na-azazi maka onuwe asụ ụvụrụ. Enwe m ụmụnne na Ebonyi steeti wee na-azazi ụbụrụ. Anyị nwa na-akpụ ụbụlụ. Mana enye niile chani ofu ụbụlụ tri nwa mkpụ afa ka ọ bụ. Ya ka anyị niile chasi buni.
This one is not real Igbo. This one is fake Igbo. I'm pleading this medium for everybody to please, when you see a banker man, recognize him as a full Igbo person.
Anya bogita na ka ejikọ ọnụ. Onweghị etu anyị ga-esi ga-enwe prosperity na ya ejikọ ọnụ na gịnị na omenala.
We are out to partner with them, to partner with you, to partner with every other Igbo organizations. Name of ma. Maka na ọ dịleba anyị mma, ọ dịla anyị ncha niile mma.
If you don't know your culture, you are a fool, as the Igbo people say. More than one Nasu Igbo Fuma, maka na you've been in Nsukka for a very long time. So you have to look at your culture very well and try to identify yourself. Identity.
The conference was attended by members of Igbo-speaking communities in Kogi State, Edo State, Rivers State, Cross River State, as well as Igbo-dominant states of Delta, Anambra, Enugu, Imo, Abia, and Ebonyi states.
When I want the Igbo beacon, no die not that. When you want to do I am on a web, she is in a cat web. When you are a honor, Ramacon or down or that. When you may get in your honor that, at ye. When you will Macon or that, or get Jenny, or get your Kumo. Macaw will make you root, Maca tribes and those of boot, I got book note.
This conference is meant to unify, first of all, with the proponents, people who are especially from the identity-affected areas in Igbo land. We are talking about the Ukwani, the Ikwere, the Echioba, Ika, Ibanke, and the rest of them. So in order to have an agreement, in order to work together for the interest of the unification of Igbo.
The reason why we are doing this to make sure that Igbo are together to defeat our political wars, to defeat the identity crisis that has been with us from onset.
Highlight of the conference was the conferment of chieftaincy title to the conveners of the conference.
Congratulations!
The group later paid a condolence visit to the palace of Asabe of Asaba over the demise of the monarch.
Fellow Biafrans, you have seen that video. The reason why I play this video is to tell you that there are so many things you can do in Biafra land. For me personally, I am on the course of the pursuit for the independent state of Biafra. That is where I belong. Working under the Biafra Republic Government in exile, under the command of our Prime Minister, Mazi Sama Ekpa, and on the supreme command of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That is where I belong. Our mission is to make sure that the independent state of Biafra is restored. It is not compulsory that all of us must be there. You have seen a group who is pursuing a different thing altogether to unify the Igbo nation and Igbo people wherever they are. There is nothing wrong with that. But where there is going to be a problem is that when you overstep your boundary or when you begin to talk against Biafra, you can project any nation at all. You can talk for the unity of the Igbos, the unity of the Ibibio, the unity of the Banke, the unity of the Icho people. It is allowed. But when we come at the central things that guides all of us, that hold us together, Biafra, it is a local area. That is our religion. It does not matter your dialect. It does not matter how rich or how poor you are. It doesn't matter whom you are. If you go against Biafra, that is your end. That is your end. It is not compulsory. You must fight for Biafra. It is not compulsory. If you don't have that strength, if you don't have what it takes, stay aside. Stay aside. Focus on whatever you know you can do. But don't be a stumbling block. Because if you're there, you are going to hit the Greek wall and your situation will be irredeemable. Fellow Biafrans that are watching this program, I want you to know that the time has come for us to go home. And before we go, before I end this program, I would like to remind you of one of the responsibilities that every one of us have today, which was spoken by our Prime Minister, Mazi Sama Ekpa, the prayer to go on. That prayer for go on, we must.
I want to use this opportunity to call on the committee for prayers for go on. Number one in this committee is Dominica Olewune Chinyere Apple, Blessing Nzom, Gregory Onyejuwa, Chinedu Aguyi, and Presence Odohunoge. This committee will be the official prayer warriors for Gowon to be alive to December. Your prayer point is to pray day and night for Gowon to be alive till December. He will be alive and witness something in December of 2024. There is no other prayer point. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is going to come out in a historic manner. We have promised Biafra that. The prayers that were prayed so far is working. And for the fact that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has not given up, believe me, I know what he is made of. Our most important prayer today is for Gowon to be alive till December. Let him not die. It is very, very important, so that the prophecy of our eternal leader will come to pass. He will be alive to see Biafra.
Fellow Biafrans, you have had the instruction from our Prime Minister. It is not only our prayer warriors. I urge you that is watching me, continue to pray that Gowon should be alive until December. Every one of us should get involved in that prayer, that Gowon should be alive until December. We are praying. And I know that Chukwu will answer us. We want the promise of our eternal leader, dim or the way to him, that prophecy to happen. Chukwu will definitely answer our prayer. I appreciate every one of you that have joined this program. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for connecting. Please always remember that there are certain things you must do. Obey simple instructions. Remember, the Operation Typhoon is going to commence. And the Prime Minister of Biafra, have sent out a signal and told you, any place you are in Biafra land, if you have any direction, you have any information of where the terrorists are in Biafra land, the kidnappers, if you have any information where the Fulani kidnappers are, or any road where they are operating, you should compile the information and send it via email, info@biafragov.org, info@biafrarepublic.gov.org. Send it through that very email, and the information will be handled. The submission of this information will end on the 8th of this month. After 8th, no more information will be collected. After 8th, no more information will be collected. So please try as much as possible to pass the information and pass it to everyone, more especially people living in Biafra land. Once you get this information, pass it through email to info@biafrarepublic.gov.org. Send those informations so that the Liberation Army can do the needful. The collection of the information will end on the 8th, 12 midnight on the 8th. After that, no more collection of information, and the Liberation Army will embark on their mission. Operation Typhoon, it is going to happen. Wherever you are watching, please, if you have not casted your vote on self-referendum, I don't know what you're waiting for. I don't know what you're waiting for. Go and cast your vote now. It is your civic responsibility to cast your vote. The vote is still ongoing. Go and cast your vote before it is too late. It is not enough to say nobody is more Biafra than you are. If you know that you are a Biafran, genuinely go and cast your vote. Also, help your neighbors to cast. If they can't cast their vote, help your neighbors. Direct them on how to cast their vote. Don't give anybody money to vote. Nobody is collecting any money. You must not pay any dime to cast your vote. If you are finding it difficult and you can't find somebody who will help you, reach out to any of the media warriors of Biafra. Any media warrior of Biafra, meet up with them. They will help you on how to get the information. Reach out to any fellow Biafran. Don't give anybody money. Anybody that asks you money to help you, don't listen to them. These are idiots. And they will surely purge those money. Anybody that collect any money from anybody to vote, that person will surely vomit that money. And that idiot will not see Biafra, no matter who you are. If you take money from any Biafran to vote, you will never ever see Biafra. It doesn't matter who you are. We must be sincere and straightforward. Remember, Mazen Nan has spoken about the kind of Biafra we want. We don't want the Biafra of fraudsters. We don't want the Biafra of criminals. We don't want to build another zoo. The voting is free. Go to the site and vote. Help people who don't know how to vote to direct them and let them vote. Keep in contact. Ask your friends and families if they have voted. If they have not, direct them and teach them how to do the voting. That is what you are supposed to do as a Biafra, and you will do that free. You don't do it you don't take money to do that. Support the Liberation Army the best way you can. Make your contributions to Liberation Army. Any contribution you can. Don't wait until the fundraising day. The links are there at all times. At any given point in time, just follow the link, you make your donation. Just go through the link, you make your donation at 24/7. On the day of fundraising, you can equally come there and announce. Just make your donation at any time and get your receipt. On fundraising day, you can come there and announce if you wish to. There are so many people who are making their own donation in secret, who don't announce their donations. A lot of people are making their donations in secret. And that is how it's been done. So if you're one of those who want to make your own donation in secret, it is okay. If you want to make it open, it is okay. Fellow Biafrans, I appreciate every one of you that have played a role on the message of today. And as for somebody who was asking for super chat, my channel here has been demonetized. The channel has been demonetized. I cannot have access to the advertisement or super chat anymore on this platform until further notice. So that is not possible now. Fellow Biafrans, I appreciate every one of you that have been able to support this channel up to this minute. If you are part of this program today, I appreciate you and I thank you, and I pray that Chukwu Okike Abiama will guide and protect you until you will see Biafra. Fellow Biafrans, I pray that Chukwu Okike will guide and protect our Liberation Army, guide and protect the resistance fighters, guide and protect the Black Marine, guide and protect our Air Force, guide and protect all the forces that are fighting for Biafra. May Chukwu Okike Abiama guide and protect them. I pray that Chukwu Okike Abiama will guide and protect all our media warriors that are speaking on various platforms. I pray that Chukwu Okike Abiama will guide and protect the de facto government in the homeland. I pray that Chukwu Okike Abiama will guide and protect the Biafra Republic government in exile cabinet. I pray for our Prime Minister for divine protection. For divine protection. No evil shall befall him. In his going out and coming in, Chukwu Okike Abiama will unleash angels to guide and protect him. He will never dash his foot against a stone. Every pit or hole they have dug for him, every trap they have set for him, it will catch themselves. Chukwu Okike Abiama will be with him, guide and protect him and secure him. Give him more wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. I pray for our supreme leader, Mazen Nandikano, for divine health. I pray for divine healing. I pray for divine strength. I pray for him for divine revelation. Wherever Mazen Nandikano is, we cover him with the presence of Chukwu Okike Abiama. May he be protected. Very soon he's going to regain his freedom and he will join us and we will celebrate together. No weapon formed or fashioned against the Biafran people shall prosper. No weapon formed or fashioned against our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, shall prosper. No weapon formed or fashioned against our Supreme Mazi Nandikano shall prosper. Thank you so much for being part of this program. I appreciate you, and may Chukwu Okike Abiama be with you. Biafra government, peace, progress, unity, and equity. We move airborne.
Ihe dị ga-edu ndị nwayọ tụkwasị kacha maka Biafra.